Hi everyone. Today I have an unusual safety moment. It's about cognitive biases. What are they? I just experienced a personal and compelling example of how ignoring these biases can in some cases be devastating, and I'm willing to share my story of about 40 hours of horrific abdominal pain that I could have reduced to less than 10 had I been just less pig-headed and stubborn. In other words, not so much in the grip of cognitive biases. So here we go. The two cognitive biases that I was blinded by are confirmation bias and bounded rationality bias. What are these? I had episodes of horrific hours-long pain in my stomach 7 or 8 times that started before the API spring refining meeting that I attend 2 times per year. When you have pain like this, there is nothing that you can do about it. Lying down, standing up, stretching, twisting, and turning does not help. All you can do is writhe in pain and continuously think only of the pain. My stomach pain attacks always started around 1 to 2 a.m. and would keep me up until 6 or so in the morning. During the night, I refused to go to the ER room, thinking that the hours of pain waiting in the emergency room would be worse than suffering at home. However, in the morning, although tired, all was suddenly well. I felt perfectly normal and the pain was completely gone. It was a distant memory, so I dismissed the incident and forgot about it. The next time was on my travel to the API meeting. I had suffered all night and the pain was easing. I had fear of sitting on the plane for a 4-hour plane trip, but luckily, by 10 a.m., it was completely gone and I slept the balance of the plane trip. After some research, I concluded the pain had to do with the gallbladder or the pancreas. Many people have gallstones that do not bother them and they live normal, healthy lives, so I figured that I might get lucky and this problem would go away on its own. Finally, on the 4th occurrence, I went to the doctor. He ordered tests and then recommended gallbladder removal surgery. He also said I needed to go to the emergency room if I had another attack. On the next painful occurrence, I did not, thinking the visit to the ER room would be worse than toughing it out. But I did schedule the surgery, but it was 3 weeks out into the future. I figured I could hold on until then. Again, I had another attack before my surgery, and this time it was so intense I went to the ER and they removed it that day. Now, why did I choose to suffer 4 times as much pain, or about 40 hours, over the course of this year when it could have been reduced to less than 10 hours? In thinking about it, there are 2 basic reasons. The first is confirmation bias, which is cherry-picking information that seems to confirm what you already believe. In this case, I believe that I would be one of the many people with gallstones that do not disrupt day-to-day life. Another reason for this bias is that we all want to think that things will work out for the best. Well, I got news, sometimes they don't work out the way you want, as in my case. The other bias is bounded rationality bias, which is a fancy tech name for using mental shortcuts to reduce the amount of effort required to make a completely rational decision. So for me, this was probably the biggest fault. I did not take it seriously enough to go to the doctor after the first incident and investigate what was going on. Bounded rationality means that we don't take the appropriate amount of time and effort to figure out a best course of action. I obviously did not and was forced to have surgery by the pain, which resulted in much more suffering than was necessary. I hope being aware of these biases can help us all steer a better path through the maze of life. Thank you.